Welcome to Bloom with Bobby, where women and men from all walks of life share their story. And we also strive to inform and inspire. I'm Bobby, and today my topic is about what to say when trouble comes. What to say when trouble comes. Many of our challenges are lost. We don't overcome and we don't get beyond our challenge because of what we are saying, how we are speaking about them. We may be saying negative things like, this always happened to me. I will never get over this. And so we may not say it out loud. And many times it may be in our mind. So it's internal, but we really must think about what we are saying when we are going through challenges. About 2 weeks ago, I did a short video about gratitude, and I talked about how we must think about, focus on rather, what we have rather than what we lack. So today we got really going to try to dig in a little bit about what should we be saying when challenges come. And one of our scriptures, it says, in Jesus said in John 16:33, he said, in this world you will have tribulations, you will have distress and sufferings. He didn't say you may have this. There's a possibility you will have tribulations. No, he said we will have that. So what do we do since we know we're going to have them? So how should we be talking? What should we be, or who should we be relying on? And so we really must have faith in God, trust God, have hope in God, because there are times when I don't care what kind of strategies we may have or who we can call. There will be times when it feels as though there is no way out. Case in point, when Paul was on a missionary trip and he and his ministry team, and Paul said, that this is 2 Corinthians, the fourth chapter, verses 8 through 10. Paul said, we are hard pressed on every side. In other words, Paul is saying, I felt as though I was pressed in, I was pinned in. He said, but I wasn't crushed. He said, I'm perplexed. In other words, I'm unsure about finding my way. And then he said, but I'm not destroyed. He says, I'm persecuted, but I'm not abandoned. So Paul is saying, I'm not crushed, I'm not destroyed, I'm not abandoned. That is because Paul had put his trust and his hope in God. And that is what we must do when we are faced with challenges. I have no other way out. I have nowhere to go. I feel as though I'm pinned in. And I know we have all felt this way at times when you just have to trust God. I don't know what your belief system is. I just know that it works for me. And God is not a liar, that he should lie. So I have found out in my life, and so many times, that there was no one to call about this situation. I felt as though I was pinned in, and things are closing in. And my only hope, which is the best hope, is hope in God. I had to put my faith in God. I had to put my hope in God, and things worked out better than I thought. And on the other side of those challenges is really I call it the overcoming part. That this too shall pass. And on the other side of that is where we are stronger and we are wiser because we went through that challenge. We got on the other side of it. And I always say, I am going to the other side. Now that I know, and I've known for a while, that I can trust God, that I have to put my faith in God, have hope in God, and this too, this challenge shall pass. I am going to the other side. And I encourage you today, is if you are going through a challenge and you feel as though you're pinned in on all sides, you can't go forward, you can't go backwards, you can't go left or right, just stand still and trust God. And trust that this has been encouraging to you today. And I thank you for watching. As I said, watch what you are saying, or we must watch what we are saying when we are going through challenges. Thank you for watching. Be blessed.